Welcome back to Talking Points. New York State is continuing on the path to normalcy. Curfews for bars and restaurants were eliminated this week, and capacity limits are increasing for stadiums across the state. Joining us now with more is Talking Points analyst Jacob Goldberg. So Jacob, I'll just begin with, why is Governor Cuomo easing up COVID restrictions now? What has changed recently?
So if you look at the numbers in the state in terms of COVID cases, roughly 2,800 cases were reported today. And although that still seems like a very high number, over 2,000, it's actually the lowest we've seen in New York State since November. Also, two other key factors to keep in mind are hospitalization rates and infection rates. Both of those have been way down from what we've seen in previous months. And Governor Cuomo has constantly said that he's going to use science and data to drive his decisions when opening up the state.
So with numbers being in the favor of reopening so far lately, that we've seen this trend now for the past couple of weeks, maybe even months. What do you think New York will look like in the next few months, especially as summer approaches and people want to get outside and get back to their regular activities? I know DeBundo was mentioning July 4th earlier.
Well, so Governor Cuomo had a press conference today in which he mentioned how the state will reopen. Let's take a listen.
And what we've agreed on a regionally coordinated basis, beginning Wednesday, May 19th, most capacity restrictions will end across the tri-state area.
And Cuomo has also faced criticism from Republicans in the New York Senate over his use of the executive orders, especially related to his handling of the pandemic. What can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so there's two main executive orders that Governor Cuomo has signed that will be probably revoked by the New York State Senate. One of those, which Natalie touched upon earlier, was the fact that people will no longer have to order food when sitting in a bar in New York State. One of the main reasons for this at the beginning of the pandemic is obviously the restaurant industry was one of the heaviest hit industries by the pandemic. So it was in order to obviously have less people in by making them eat food at the bar and make them stay longer, to have less people in the bar, and also to make them spend more at the bar to increase revenue for these hard-hit industries. Another one that will be changed will be clinics having to use COVID vaccines within a week of getting them or being penalized by the state. And this will probably be revoked as vaccine demand keeps going down. It's likely that they won't be penalized anymore because there's not enough people who need to get the shot.
All right, Jacob Goldberg, thank you very much. Now let's turn back to another story within the state. Anthony.